Initially, it was a relief to be diagnosed with Crohn's disease because it meant that something was actually going on and I wasn't making it up. However, quickly I was overwhelmed by the fact of I have no clue what Crohn's disease is or what it entails. And I mean, this was over a decade ago, so my gastroenterologist didn't really go into that with me. It was, this is your diagnosis and this is the medication we're gonna start you on. And everything in between was solely left up to me to figure out. I was immediately thrust into this dual existence of having to take care of myself and manage the disease and simultaneously deal with the numerous questions that my loved ones and friends and family and peers would all present. And everybody had questions, and society's expectation, and this is what they don't tell you when you're diagnosed, is that once you know what the disease is, you're supposed to be an expert about everything overnight. And I was getting all these questions and I had no answers. The thing that you're not told upon an IBD diagnosis is it is not a singular effect on your life. You have to navigate it yourself. You have to navigate it for your friends and your family, your coworkers, and that can at times be a lot, but you need to give yourself a break and be kind because nobody has all the answers. Being gay has no effect on my medical care. You know, my doctors have never said, oh, we have to do a different medication or anything like that. It's still the same. I think the correlation is definitely though with my mental care, in the fact that, you know, I grew up in an environment as a child where being a gay child, a gay man was not accepted, and I was very much aware of that. So at a young age, I decided, well, in order to be worthy of anyone's acceptance or love, I'm gonna have to do everything perfectly. I have to be the best at everything. I have to be the smartest. I can show no weakness. Everything has to be flawless, and then maybe I can earn, you know, the acceptance of others or the love of others, or, you know, being viewed as worthy by others. And, you know, dating is a really tough aspect of life when you have a chronic illness. You know, it's always a question of, you know, when do I divulge this information to a guy I'm dating, and how do I do it in a way that doesn't make him run for the hills? And again, it's all about worthiness. You know, I was feeling as if I wasn't worthy, and my self-talk was so negative that it had convinced me if I share this information with him, he's probably just going to see that I'm not worthy of continuing this relationship as opposed to someone who doesn't have IBD. And so that's what I talked to my therapist about. And my therapist has given me tools and exercises and resources to try to manage my self-talk and try to manage how I respond to the disease. It's a little embarrassing to say it out loud because when I acknowledge those issues and challenges and I say it out loud, I can hear the ridiculousness of it all, but it doesn't change the fact that those are very real feelings that cause negative emotions for me, and I know countless others. So it's learning how to manage that. And I find if I embrace my authenticity and I just be my authentic self, then that is by far the best medicine for my soul. And it helps to relieve stress and it keeps me focused. And I also know that, you know, my active lifestyle has been a huge help in helping me sort through those challenges and try to be the healthiest me that is possible. The journey of dealing with all of that, it's far from over. You know, advances in treatment are phenomenal. What the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation is doing is truly remarkable. And I have discovered that looking at that with a hopeful attitude and then just surrounding myself with quality support is key to, you know, maintaining happiness, and then having people that I can talk to in a vulnerable way and express, you know, what I'm experiencing at the time is truly helpful. And I would advise that to any patient, you know, dealing with disease, and especially anyone of the LGBTQ community who, you know, faces some of these same challenges.